realized that we needed to take control of this industry. That's why I stepped out and said, let me go out and start teaching these young people where the money really is. Because a lot of people are going to school to be things that don't necessarily make them money, but yet, and then you go to school, and then you end up leaving California. So what's happening right now is California is pricing people out. Is anyone familiar with pricing people out means?
They're working for their money.
That too.
That too.
Gentrification. That's one word right there. Gentrification means you got a lot of people with a lot of money that's coming from expensive neighborhoods, that's moving into our neighborhoods, and then they're buying our houses for a lot more than what they're worth. So someone was selling their house for $300,000. All of a sudden they come in and say, "Oh, I'm willing to give you $700,000 for that house. And in fact, I'm gonna tear it down and I'm gonna build a big giant house, and it's gonna be worth $2 million in your neighborhood." So now that pushes the prices of all the homes up through the roof. So when you guys graduate from college, you're like, "Man, I can't even afford to go live in the neighborhood I grew up in." Now, ain't that a problem?
Yeah.
And then you drive back through the neighborhood, you're like, "Whoa, wait a minute, where my hood at?" It's like, it don't even look like the same no more. Who's all these people sitting on the sidewalk having a cappuccino? So fast forward story, we realized that and said, you know what, we got to come out and start telling people what's really going on, meaning gentrification is affecting everybody. We got people moving out far away, people moving to Texas, Atlanta, Mississippi, all these places, when they should be able to stay here. One word is going to make the difference with people staying here in California. You know what that word is, anyone? Money. You got to make real money. You can't say, "Oh, I got a $20 an hour job, I make $50,000 a year." Well, guess what? In order to buy a house in the neighborhood you grew up in, the houses are $500,000 and up in most neighborhoods. You got to make $100,000 or better to purchase a home at $500,000, $500,000. So what kind of job pays that kind of money? Does anyone know? By a show of hands, what kind of job pays $100,000 a year?
The ones with college degrees.
Anesthesiologist.
Okay, you hit that right off the park. Anesthesiologist pays a lot of money.
Law enforcement.
You gotta ask them which ones.
Sheriff.
Huh? You gotta ask them which jobs specifically pays that kind of money, because if you don't, landscaping is a huge industry. Huge industry. Do not sleep on the trades, y'all. Real estate, absolutely.
Yeah, I make fun of our Mexicans. Yeah.
Learning the game. See, we got bamboozled with that. We were told, "Oh, let the Mexicans have the landscaping," right?
Yeah.
We feel sorry for him. He's in that little raggedy pickup truck, and he's easing in, and we laughing at him. While I'm going to the office wearing my suit and tie, and I'm gonna go sit in the high rise all day and let the AC blow on me, and I'm only making $60,000 a year. But I'm the sharpest dressed cat in the game, right? But he pulling up in his little raggedy pickup truck, but he making $200,000-300,000 a year.
Thank you.
You see the game? How the game we got bamboozled with that. So now it's all about the trades. We need to be welding. We need to be learning how to do landscaping, which is laying bricks. We need to do brickwork. Someone told me to put a brick wall around my 2.5 acre house, $100,000. It was going to take them a month and a half. The supplies cost, what do you think the supplies cost to put a brick wall up for $100,000? How much does everyone think that costs to buy all parts?
Cement right now costs $1,300. It used to be $600, but now it's $1,300.
Depending on how much you need,
Yeah,
right? You're talking about they sell it by the bag.
Yeah, but if you're talking about a big wall, it'll probably come out to like good, maybe like 40 racks probably.
Everyone needs to be listening to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. It cost you, like, back when I did that, it cost me $25,000 for the supplies to put up that brick wall that cost $100,000, right? So imagine the guy started with my house, and then I looked up when he finished my house, he was working on my neighbor's house, and then he went across the street to that neighbor's house, and a month later, he's still in my neighborhood, charging people $80,000, $100,000 to put a brick wall up. Now, then I turn around and say, "Oh, what about my circular driveway in my house? I want to be able to park him on some concrete in front of my house. Oh, that's another $25,000. What do? They just come in there and lay some, dig a little hole 2 inches, 4 inches deep, and this wide around. All of a sudden, boom, truck comes in, they pour the concrete in, they smooth it out. Boom, give me my $20,000. How much does it cost to put a driveway? What do you think?
Probably like 10,000.
They charge me $20,000. What do you think the concrete costs them?
Not too much.
Huh?
5,000 to 8,000.
Not that much at all. Less than a quarter of the cost. Meaning, the trades make a lot of money. Now here's the deal. Everybody repeat after me. You may not find a job in this area, but you will live a very lucrative life as a business owner. So people that's putting in concrete, people that's putting in brick walls, people that's welding those wrought iron fences, those gates, like they got a big fence around this whole school. How much you think they paid for that? A whole lot of money. But yet, anybody in here want to grow up to be a welder?
No. I do.
Anybody want to be a concrete guy?
I do.
See what I'm saying? We got to know the bamboozle here, what's going on. So here's the deal. When you learn how to be the guy that builds the house, anybody want to be a carpenter and build houses? We all should want to do that. Why? Donald Trump, y'all ever heard of that dude?
He's sending you back to Mexico.
See what I'm saying? Well, guess what? If you learn how to do things, you'll be good. Donald Trump is a construction magnate, meaning he builds luxury hotels and golf courses all around the world. So every president that gets in the office opens the door for whatever he does for a living. He gonna make it easy for his people to come in and make money, right? Bill, what's the name? What's the last president before Obama? Bush. Bush came in office. What did he do for a living? Anybody know?
Oil.
There you go. Oil. Gas was 99 cents a gallon back then. When Bush came in, it shot up to $5. What just happened?
He got low.
He opened the door for his people to make money. So what's happening with Donald Trump? Donald Trump's a construction magnate. He opened the door for everybody to turn around and make money in construction. But yet, I don't see too many people trying to get jobs or learning construction skills. We're learning things that's pushing us out of state. So you know what America says? We don't have enough people to come in here and do welding, carpentry. So we just gonna have to bring in some foreigners to come in here and do that type of stuff. And that stuff starts off at $80,000 a year and shoots up to $300,000 if you got a job. But they don't like to let people in those jobs. So what's the next best thing to do again, everyone?
Welding.
Start a business. Start a business. That's where it's all at. Then you can do like my brother. You start off in a little raggedy pickup truck, a little Toyota, hop in the little trunk, and you got your little construction bag. But I guarantee you, by the time Donald Trump is out of office, you will be a very successful person. Why?
Be wealthy.
You'll be very wealthy. I can say you'll be a millionaire. Would that be hard to say?
I probably own like 9, 10 properties.
At a minimum. It's very simple. So when I realized that I bought a bunch of cars and I had moved out to Compton and I put all these lowriders in my backyard, all of a sudden the land that my cars were sitting on, the value shot up through the roof. So what does that mean? We got to start buying land, right? Okay, so fast forward the story. When I saw all these custom houses being built in my neighborhood, and they used to be 500,000, then all of a sudden they started going for 1.5 million, that made me do what? I said, wait a minute, I'm not only building cars, I need to learn how to build houses. Not have someone do it for me. I said, I need to learn how to do it myself. So when I started doing that, my income just skyrocketed. Now I'm selling houses for 500,000, 800,000. Then all of a sudden they was at $1.5 million. Then I looked up and found out it was cheaper to build 4 houses than it was to build one. Do anyone know why?
More material is less money.
That man knows what he's talking about. The more you come in here and buy, the better it is, the more affordable it is. So I realized I want to build 5 or 6 houses at a time. But what I really realized was I was able to go back and tell all my convicted felon friends and my friends that never been to college, that never really done anything, hey, I'm gonna give you a job building houses. And now I look up years later, they all got companies where they're traveling the country building custom homes. And they ain't asking for no money. So I tell everybody we gotta look into the trades. The auto industry is huge. Anything from painting, auto body, mechanic work, fabrication, just knowing what cars are worth and knowing that, hey, I can go to the East Coast and pick up that 64 Chevy for $300, bring it back to LA and sell it for $10,000. We got to start looking into the basic things where we came from. All this new education is leading us in the road where you will not be able to afford a home and live in the neighborhood where you grew up at. Big difference. So learn about real estate, everything that got to do with it. This is the things that I've been doing and a lot of other people are doing now. So anyone have any questions?
Sir, I just want to say thank you. This is really expanding my mind now.
I appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Besides cars.
Absolutely.
If you have any, we can give them out again.
Okay. Anybody else got any more questions? Come on, y'all. Any more questions? Let's talk about it, man. What are y'all doing? What do y'all want to do when y'all grow up? What are y'all working hard on? What are we gonna do? What's the goal here when we leave high school?
Succeed.
Go to college and do what?
Succeed.
Succeed. How we gonna succeed? See, we gotta start saying more than that. What does succeed look like? Tell me what succeed looks like in life.
Gotta see our vision.
Huh? You go to college to learn what? The main question is, when you go to college, you need to ask, what is that career going to pay for? And is it going to be going on 4 years, 5 years from now? We need to be teaching these elementary kids and these high schoolers what's going on. Because I was making money when I was like 15 years old. We would go home and work in the backyard on cars. That's why they pulled the trades out of school, because they were like, these guys ain't going to college. They sitting in the backyard making $6,000 and $8,000 a month. So we got to take all this stuff out of the school system. We don't want them having wood shop. We don't want them having electrical stuff. Now, when you look at me, it ain't nothing I can't do. You come in here like, oh, this light don't work. I'll be like, oh, I can fix it. You be like, oh man, this building about to fall down. I can fix that too. Oh, my car won't start. Oh, I can fix that too. Oh man, this thing is tripping. Oh, I can figure it out. Why? Because I grew up with all the trades. But the only thing different that I did is I said, I'm going to start a business. That is the number one word you do not hear in the school system.